Oh, hey, hey. Working till I'm tired, been going 9 to 5, been ready for a night to turn a night of life, turn a night of life. Oh, hey, hey. Working till I'm tired, been going 9 to 5, been ready for.
Way over here. But we live. Turn the night live. We're gonna start recording. Now we recording. If you new to this channel, hit that subscribe button, hit that like button. Look at this big old cookie. Yeah, Lord, that's a nice. It's a big cookie with ice cream, like a cookie sandwich. Hey, whoop. Hey, that's what I love this thing. But yeah, man. If y'all on YouTube, y'all know what it is. Hit the like, share, subscribe. If y'all on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, y'all know this shit. So, yeah, got few different things going on and a few games that went on. Uh, and we're gonna talk about that. Um, and if you from YouTube and y'all watching Madden, I'm probably gonna stay on live. Well, I don't have to cut it off. I'm gonna cut it off and cut it back on so I can clip this, so I don't have to put this one whole long thing. i I'm gonna probably get back on. 'Cause I gotta play my gauntlet games in Madden, and it's versus some of the best players in the world. Like, and it's so sweaty. And I'm 2 games in. I need to win 10 in a row to get these coins. So I gotta win 8 more in a row. So stay for that if y'all want to stay for that. Um, but yeah, Chopper Hill. We went to Chopper Hill game. JT played Claiborne, and we're gonna talk about that. And we should have Coach Woods coming through to talk to us. Hopefully, if the schedule permits and everything. Long as nothing go on, because things happen. You never know. Yeah. Once he give us the okay, yeah, Reggie been there. Yeah. Because I gave him the word, so let's see. We'll see if he's still available. But I already got the questions I sent, so he's prepared. if even if it might be next week, if got to do next week, he's prepared to know what we're gonna ask him and stuff. So he's prepared. So we know now. But anyway, Chopper Hill, man, we went to the Chopper Hill game yesterday, and whew, it was good to go back. It's always good to go back to your old school, old memories. I saw the old lunchroom, the old uh gym that I went to, that I played my infamous game where I had to play for my spot on the team that I didn't make. All of that. And okay, he said you'll call in. Okay. So yeah, we did all of that, and we we got there, with like, look, it was a great game. I mean, parking, people was packed. I'm like, good lord, this is nice, gonna be a nice game. It's like a playoff atmosphere, like, because I know, I'm pretty sure, like I said, I think they're going to face each other again. It's kind of like a given now that you're gonna see Kilgore, Chapel Hill, Lindale in the playoffs. They're gonna rematch again. So even though losing this game, it looks bad, but the second go around, because they said they're gonna formula. Oh, remember what happened to y'all this week before the last time we played each other, and then the game ended up totally different. So I wouldn't take account. Okay, we know Kilgore looks damn good. The quarterback is accurate, and all the calls we saw was yeah. And most of the scores they did was they were just throwing screens, and the dudes are just their playmaker just taking off and outrunning everybody. That's the last, like the first three scores of this: smoke screen, take off, smoke screen, take off. And I was like, dang. And yeah, the quarterback, like Kilgore never had a quarterback like this. They've had an accurate quarterback. Though, like that first guy, I remember, he was more like a Tom Brady. He couldn't really run. He's a big guy, but this guy looked like I think he can run him, but they didn't need him to run because he was just throwing the ball, just chunking. And then they got that guy. He said committed to Michigan or something.
Yeah, James Sanders, Lord. Boy, on out, you can get confident. Let's just get the ball up to him. He's gonna make a
Yeah,
play, right? He's gonna make a
yeah,
play. So
yeah.
it's
So
just what it is. Just what it
they got receivers and they got running backs like Kilgore. 'Cause I'm always used to Kilgore just being just line up in the I formation and running down your throat. But now they straight like out the spread, run screen. They can do all kinds of. They can still line up, run I formation, but they can do it everything. So it's dangerous, a dangerous team. But they don't know how they lost. And Henderson must be really, really good.
Henderson, they kept it close. They squeaked past Maybank, I believe, last night. So
Damn, Maybank.
it's I don't know, man. It's crazy. It's crazy. That guy's a
Oh yeah.
he's the real deal. Kilgore defense. Even though we know Chapel Hill to some degree they was limited. They didn't have they start quarterback Brisbane. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You didn't get that full. I call it the 3-4 offense because Brisbane wears three. Now, of course, number
Huh.
four, Ricky Stewart, who
Yeah.
I believe Kilgore's like, you know what? We ain't gonna let number four beat us. Let's zero in it on him. We ain't really worried about their outside people. They don't have number three, even though I know number six, the quarterback that was filling in. I don't know what his classification is. He a senior, sophomore, junior? But if he's coming back next year, he had a bright future. I can
Yeah.
tell he's athletic. You just gotta, you know how they go, man. These quarterbacks that got potential, they get better. Once it's their
Yeah.
time, they get better. So, and I'm sure it'd be a bright future for Chapel Hill after that 3-4 offense leaves. So,
Yeah.
but Kilgore, man, the defense just flying around, and look at that. The defense just
Got
flying
it.
around, and they got Kilgore. I just believe it look like they just have more playmakers, right? They just have more
Too many.
playmakers now. I'm sure if they face each other again in the playoffs, hopefully both teams at full strength. We know Chapel Hill wasn't at full strength. Let's just call it what it is,
Yeah.
and I believe it'll be a different ball game,
Yeah.
a closer ball game. I look for a closer game in this game last night, but you
Yeah.
know, Kilgore just
Couldn't get
made
it.
they were just more solid on both sides of the ball, and as you
To
look
get.
at it, that's just what it was, and that's why they're gonna be a tough out. But
Yeah.
hey, it is what it is. Sometimes you need a loss like this to really regroup and get ready for the stretch because we know what the goal is for Chapel Hill. They trying
Yeah.
to get back to the big dance
Oh yeah.
and change their result from last year. So last season. So hey,
Yeah, no, who
let's.
they got next? I think Henderson. I think Henderson got to come up because they are in the
Well,
district.
I know they play Henderson. I believe they play them in Henderson. Well, it
Yeah,
ain't next week. I know it ain't. I can't remember because Henderson plays somebody. It
yeah.
might be Carthage or something. But
People of
uh,
Maybank. 'Cause I remember way back in the day. We didn't know who Maybank was until they finally came to our district. And they was like, yeah, this is new. This is a town called Maybank. And they like they on the map. We not even on the map. Like Trap Hill, that wasn't. We wasn't. They wasn't. Trap Hill wasn't like a town you can see on the map. Like, come on,
yeah.
we show them. We gotta show them we on the map and everything. That's where I got my infamous holding my face mask block
Well, maybe.
that I blocked the dude. I blocked the dude. I got his fast, drug him to the ground. It was muddy too, and we scored a touchdown. We scored a touchdown. Like, y'all see me? You see me? They're like, yeah, Rob. We saw that. Yeah, Rob. We see it. I'm on the sideline happy. Come on, because we don't do nothing but just block and we don't run the ball. I mean, we don't pass the ball. We just run.
Well, y'all playing physical, and that's football. Like you
Yeah,
like, man, I'm trying with these people.
yeah.
Sometimes you gotta send a message.
I'm running number 82. I'm eighth grade. I'm running number 80. My favorite receiver was at that time was Brandon. It was Jay Rice. I want to be Jay Rice, and I'm wearing number 80. And they wouldn't let me. They wouldn't pass the ball. I was shocked they gave me 80 because,
I
hey,
want to have sticker.
and I had the damn T-bone helmet though. But I like,
Uh,
damn, they gave. I like, at least I got number
they
80.
say T-bone steak. So
I looked good. At least I looked good. I looked good. But yeah, Chopper Hill, man, they couldn't get nothing going on offense at all. The quarterback looked like he. I mean, I was like, he could throw it, but he was not that accurate. It was throwing overthrowing, and don't seem like they got the receivers they had at the time with Mayfield and the other guy, number 8. Forgot his name. I don't even know, but he reminds me. He reminds me of number 8. Was it number 8? Tall was it 8? I guess. Yeah,
no time for last season. The
yeah.
receiver they
He
had.
reminded me of Harbor from South Carolina because he's tall and he's
They
fast.
had a
Man, and y'all, if underrated team, that's the team I play in college football. 25. If I play with South Carolina, I'm on you. You better find a way to. You better not double. You better double team Harbor because if I'm 1-on-one with him and you man to man,
They say
I'm
gonna
just chunking it up to him. He gonna burn you every time. Well,
gonna make it like Pearl Harbor.
99 speed. You can't. He's the fastest receiver in the game. Like, come on. And I think the second fastest the dude from Kentucky with 98 speed, and there's a Vanderbilt guy with 98 speed. But yeah, Chopper Hill, man. Even though they gonna bounce back. I like, well, we got halftime. I had to get ready to leave, but we got there. It was 28-0. Um, even though if I didn't have to leave, I would have stayed because you never know. Like I said, I watch games,
But
comebacks. Never leave early because you might see a comeback. JT did it with White House, but it seemed like this we knew it probably was that over there.
but
Yeah,
it worked out because I didn't
yeah,
want to see a game like that. But
yeah,
it's like maybe y'all missed the epic comeback of you would love to see that in person.
yeah,
Yeah, we would love to see it either way it go because it's still 42-7.
yeah,
But if they face each other in the playoffs, that's look, that's just motivation for Chapel
yeah,
Hill. Of course,
yeah,
Hill goes gonna be confident. They playing confident. They should
yeah.
be. And
Really?
so they're solid on both sides. So
Yeah, we
and
got
you
them.
man,
Huh. Look
man.
good.
So I just want to see the athletes, number 4, number 3, number 1.
Yeah,
They just
yeah.
hey man, like I said, we grew up watching that kill go. They run it. Hey, you get a ball 50 times. I'm approximately 50 times, even though it's an overtime game. The Darius Anthony or you
Yeah.
running it with. I remember. Ironically, it's the 20-year anniversary of the 2004 state championship team. I remember Nick Sanders played both sides of the
Oh yeah,
ball,
yeah, yeah.
and he went to thing with TCU and everything. And
Nick
so yeah,
Sanders.
they.
Yeah.
I mean, it's just it's just like
Matt Flynn.
yeah, it reminds me of Lee's. Ironically, they won state in 2004. Like, and
Yeah.
they were side on both sides of the ball. They didn't knock your socks off offensively, but they knew how to run the ball with
Yeah.
Tyrone Ross, and they knew to do a quarterback. And Mike
Mm.
Owens is just
Yeah.
that coaching man. But and that's how they pulled it
I
out. You
wonder
know what I'm
is
saying?
my
So
was still up there at Frankston. I used to deliver to him when I was a FedEx
I
driver.
don't think they.
He was like the athletic director. Yeah,
Yeah.
his name was on the things on the packages. I was like, oh, it's Mike Owens. Yeah.
Pretty much, it's
Like,
Coach Joe. And get his head about something, but
Yeah.
So I respected the
Mhm.
coach, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And even though I didn't like, I'll just say this and get off of it,
Mm.
but I respected the game plans when we have to
Yeah.
face Lee, and you know they trying to stunt and
Yeah.
keep Jeremy Johnson in the box or whoever our receiver was,
Oh
whoever they
yeah.
played.
Woo.
You're not getting what y'all used to get. It's gonna be tough.
Yeah.
So what
So
can you do?
hey.
I mean,
But now, Tyler High fan, we finna get into the Tyler High game. Now I just saw some on the the Facebook groups that be like Texas Rays or something. It's called something like that. Where they
yeah,
just talk. Somebody was on there made a post about like the why the KLTV or the news didn't mention Tyler High games or something like that. And they're like, I couldn't come out like I'd be a great comment to spot like where I could put like look well we talk about them all the time here on the podcast and stuff. And she was like they don't know what show them look like something like this something like that. But yeah, if that person or people watching it, share them. If you can type in there, share this podcast to there. So like these guys talk about all the time. But JT beat the Yellow Jackets of Claiborne. It was pretty much what we expected. They was 0-6 coming in, and you can't. We know what Joshua. Yeah, we're like, well, Joshua wasn't good last year. Don't take him lightly, and see what happened. They had to come back second half. So they pretty much got him early, and they took him down early. But now I don't know. Now we're gonna touch some score. I'm gonna tell you some scores. So I don't know about Joshua yet, but
a
yeah,
touchdown game against Red Oak, give Red Oak
yeah,
21, and I'll look deeper in the Red Oak again as the weeks
yeah.
come.
Are
But
they really the Red Oak we've been hearing about? Or are they
I
really?
mean,
I don't know.
hell of a game, the last game of the season
Yeah,
on senior night. But we of
yeah.
course we'll talk about the later time.
And
Whatever.
46-22. They said the last one of the dudes who's there. He said the last two scores were garbage time scores because they had like the third stringers in. So you really
Oh,
can't say
absolutely.
22 points. Really, they really only gave up 7. So to
Yeah.
the starters. So that's a good thing. Defense is doing good. Like I said, Coach Woods is got them in good position to make this playoff run. Get rid of these good, okay, we got the Highland Park. Highland Park might have now to look at it. Highland Park might be the hardest game. Like I got some score. Methodian lost to Centennial 37-33. So and then we see Red Oak lost to Red Oak won against Joshua. Yeah,
I think what Midlothian.
yeah, Midlothian won 37-20-33. So no, Midlothian they can score look like that might be a team got to look for. I don't know Centennial. I don't know, but Red Oak, this team everybody because Red Oak was the team everybody's talking about. Okay, better watch out for them in Highland Park. Joshua is Joshua actually good? Maybe their offense is that good enough that they just underestimate people like oh it ain't gonna be, and then they get the you see what happened when you get the Joshua. They actually got a pretty good little offense there. If they just had a few good pieces, and never know. So this playoff race look like JT they can still sneak in the second or so. I think Highland Park was off for it because I don't see them no score from them. They must have been
Yeah,
off.
yeah, they had a
Yeah.
bye.
Yeah.
Can't remember.
So I don't know. Highland Park and Red Oak should be a good one to see. We'll really see a test what Red Oak is. Yeah, see how we'll see what they really are about. But uh, I didn't get to see much of. I saw some Miss Davis went live. I wasn't able to see all live, but I was looking to score and stuff. I'm pretty sure you got any stats with them and all that stuff.
We'll
Yeah.
touch on it. Tyler High jumped out to 24-0
Yeah.
halftime lead. Now let me just say this. Of course, on paper, hey,
Mm.
0-16
Yeah.
on paper, you're the superior team. Just go on and jump on them. Don't give them a ray of hope in
Yeah.
their building. Just go on and jump on them. That's what they did.
Yeah.
Tyler High, 541 yards of total offense. Their running game just jumped it off. You got 100-yard game from both Kadarius McMillan and Ariaga. So
That's
what?
good.
Ariaga had 17 carries, 185 yards, and a touchdown. McMillan 11 carries, 131 yards,
Yeah.
3 touchdowns. So
Hey.
hey, we know it. We know Coach Woods. They want to get that running game just going because that opens up everything. You get it to Harrison, Mr. Trey, King Trey. I throw it out. Shout out to the family. Uh, what he have? he had another 100-yard day, 5 catches, 128 yards, 1 touchdown. Get the ball to him. You got playmakers, man. If he ain't cooking, then you got Cyril's cooking, Powers that can get him in there. You just got so they just jumped on him, and the defense did. Hey, they stayed locked in. That Sewing twin, the Cannon Sewing fumble recovery touchdown, a scoop and score. They just scored. Hey, they scored all over the place, and they just jumped on him, man. And Granberry, that allowed Granberry to do what he do. Um, 13 of 24, a little over 50 yards, 50-yard completion percentage, 232 yards, 1 touchdown. But what we've seen, once that, like I said, that running game is going, that just opens up stuff for Granberry. He can settle in better. He don't feel like he gotta force the ball downfield. Just get it to your playmakers. How did Harrison score? Similar way he scored last week. Even the broadcaster said it. That slant right over the middle and take it to the house. Take it to the house. Like Trick
Yeah.
Daddy said, So
Take it to the
I mean, shit, that's just what it is.
take it to the
Now you go to 2-1 in district. Now you got Burleson Centennial. We don't know a lot about them, but we know they 3-3 overall, 1-1 in district. Back at home, so you on paper you got a game. This is another winnable game. What
winnable
team are we
game.
gonna see? We'll see.
Yeah.
We'll watch it in person. We'll see what Centennial does. You know what I'm saying? They kept it close with Midlothian, and Midlothian is a
Yeah.
formidable team
Is it,
usually. So
are we ready for Wheels? Or you got the stuff?
yeah, we can get into it. We can get into it.
I go. No, yeah, you can finish your stuff. You gonna tell them.
Yeah,
Tony call in, we do it.
yeah, but see, but so, and of course, I'll bring it up to Coach Woods here momentarily. We'll bring it up to him about this game against Claiborne, Claiborne, however you pronounce it. The Yellow
Claiborne.
Jackets, they went up there, handled business, get back home safely, and
That's it.
it's on the Centennial at the Rose this coming Friday night. So that's what it is. So
Yeah. So they on the bye week, so they got a next week home, a next home game next week.
yeah,
So that back. I know
it'll
it's
be
like a
East Point
stretch.
home. Well, home away bye week, and
Then
then
away.
it'll be Red Oak after that.
Okay, I know it was a stretch where it was like away, or maybe I was looking. Maybe it was the schedule was looking bad. There we go. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Hello, it's Coach Woods. Yeah, yeah, we can hear you.
How's it going, Coach? Going good, going good. Just talking about this wonderful performance your team put on last night.
Yeah,
Well, that's always good, man. It was good team. Oh, absolutely. We not vibing. We just gonna speak the truth.
yeah, yeah. Well, yeah, we got Coach Wood on the line here, y'all. What are the first guests we got for this year? First, I will tell everybody who don't know, you went to Oklahoma State, and I was looking at that. You played the NFL for the 49ers, Chargers, and the Broncos, and then the Canadian League. So I would ask, like, on the time, is there any like that year who some people you played with that might have went to the league that we might know too, like on those Oklahoma State team? Like who's some people we probably might know from Oklahoma State? They went to the NFL with you in that year. Like some people. Are you still? Hello, hello, can you hear me? Hello, can you hear me? Oh, I think it's a phone. Got the phone. So technical problems here. It's breaking up. This. We have a little technical difficulties here. We're gonna see if I can get her back online. All right, you there? You there now? Okay, yeah, now we're good. Yeah,
So you asked me about some famous players that play with Oklahoma State.
yeah, yeah. Some people might not know, like, yeah,
Okay, well, Kevin Williams played. He played for the Minnesota Vikings. I think he played maybe 11, 12 years. I think he's a potential Hall of Famer. He played for my time.
yeah,
Was a really good player. See who else? It's really, really good. Billy Badgermo. So
okay.
Billy Badgermo is an Oklahoma guy. He played for. Well, he was in San Francisco with me for a year, as well as he played a season with the Baltimore Ravens. And so he's a good friend of mine, and he played for quite a while.
Yeah.
We call him Scooby. Antonio Smith. Antonio Smith was an All-Pro player for a couple years.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah, he played. He played for the Cardinals mostly. I want to say maybe he was with the Texans for a little while, and he coached at John Marshall, which was his alma mater. And he would come to a couple games and stuff. Was a really good guy as well. Those I know three right off the top of my head that played
yeah.
on exactly the same time I played.
Oh, okay. Cause I look at this shit, 07, that pay for the 49. That the year around like when Vernon Davis was there and made that catch and all that. Was that year?
She was his
Yeah, there you go.
class.
Okay. What you feel about the $4 now? I was not sold on Brock Purdy and all them for a little bit, but I don't know. It seemed like he all right.
So much.
So,
It's so close. Really quarterback and situation, man. But, you know,
yeah,
in the relationship between the play caller, just the guys you got around you. There's a lot of outside factors outside of just not being a good player that makes a team and a player successful. I think
yeah,
you see that. Aaron Rodgers, right? You know, he was such a good fit in Green Bay, which it seems like a lot of quarterbacks are good fits in Green Bay. And it
yeah,
may not necessarily be all because the quarterback is a good player, but the working pieces around them, whether it's the organization, whether it's the
yeah,
coaching staff, and
yeah,
just a lot of different things, a lot of different factors that people don't take into account that
yeah.
make programs and guys, you know, pretty good outside of them just being good players and all right.
Yeah, yeah, and I kind of think Raj had a little a little part in him getting that coach ride with CJ.
Hey, what's going on, Coach Woods?
Yes, sir.
Let me get into this. What I know some of us, I know high school sometimes works a little different than college and pros, but what do you say when this position came about to you, the head coaching position at Tyler High? What attracted you to the position? Like, was it school wise? Was it just a new opportunity overall? What can you say about that? About the attraction to the position?
Yeah, initially, you know, me and my wife were interested in moving to Texas to coach for me out here. I knew it was something I wanted to do for a while. I initially saw the job come open. Uh, I knew the former head coach, Coach Holmes. I knew him pretty well. I played ball with him at Oklahoma State, and I was actually surprised that it came open. You know, I had applied for some other schools in the DFW area first, and didn't really get any feedback back. Um, And then right around Christmas break, I saw that the position was still posted. So I'm like, you know, I had talked to my wife. It was like, hey, you know, I know a lot of good guys. The good guys come out of that program. It's a story program. Do you think I got a chance? You know, we sat down and talked about it, um, just maybe for about a day. And then I said, you know, let me throw my hat in the ring. Let me throw my resume in the ring and see if I got an opportunity. And I did that, and I got a call back. Greg Priest gave me a call back like the next day and invited me up for an interview. Um, and you know, hey, you know, I had a good interview. Got a chance to meet all the administration. Got a chance to meet quite a few people that were pretty close to the program. And um, once we kind of toured around town, we went to both sides of town, just looked at it overall, and said, you know what, this is a pretty nice place. This is somewhere where we feel like we can raise our family and have a chance to have success on the gridiron as well.
Okay. Um. Okay. So, yeah. Speaking of Tyler, I mean, to tell you the city, it's a nice city, but there's one spot that I'll tell you to never go to. It's Wendy's on the Loop. This is to put that out there. But a question I want to know. Cause you got the job there for GCAT. Y'all got the year last year. It was a winning season. But some people think, oh, well, yeah, they didn't make the playoffs. Lee made the playoffs, but they kind of made it by default, I think, because they only won 2 games. But you would consider this season like a success, and then the team, how seemed like most of the games they were down. They would play like play slow in the early, then second half it's come alive, kind of like this year. Also, the teams is like, is that like a thing that y'all was telling them like, oh, okay, get in the second half. Okay, y'all know we good. We gonna do this. Get this back like that Joshua game. What do you tell them in the, like had to like when the adjustments? Is just the good adjustments, or you just getting them motivated to come back and play, or was it that?
Yeah, so just there's a couple questions. So first one is last year, the fact that we didn't make the playoffs. I think a lot of people don't realize. Only maybe the people that are really really close and really pay attention to football realize it. But a lot of normal fans don't necessarily realize that. There were four teams in our conference last year that
Yeah,
were top 10 teams at the end of the. Like I would say maybe McKinney North maybe be outside of that, but without a doubt, Forney, Longview, okay, and Lancaster were top teams. And
yeah,
the reason why I say that, two of them were in the top 10 for a while, okay? And then you got Lancaster, who really, really came on strong. And they all ended up playing against each other again in the playoffs.
yeah,
Okay, all of those teams went rounds deep, and then they had to play each other again to eliminate each other. And so, just as a testament to the strength of the conference that we were in, those teams were extremely good teams. Forney made it the further. They had to beat Lancaster again in overtime, double overtime. And then you have Longview, Lancaster, who beat Longview in the second round. Okay.
yeah,
And, against all of those teams, I thought that at the time Forney was the more complete team. They can throw the ball, then they can run it. Longview is just bulldogs, man. They
yeah,
can flat out run over you. And then I thought Lancaster, this overall talent wise, was probably one of the more talented teams that I've ever seen, being my first year at Texas.
yeah,
And so we played all those teams pretty tough. We were competitive in those games. Obviously, you want to win them, but we didn't. We needed to win one of those. But I feel strongly that if we win one of those games, then obviously we keep getting better and we make a long run in the playoffs. It just so happened that
yeah,
those all three of those teams or four of those teams were really, really good. And I don't think they get enough credit. I don't think we get enough credit. Those teams like Lancaster don't get enough credit about how good they really were. It ended up taking Alito knocking off Forney finally to get district out of the
yeah. That was a good
playoffs,
game.
which they ended up winning. Just so this year, moving on, you talk about the adjustments. Yeah, we do make significant adjustments at halftime. Okay, this year they allow us to rewatch the film or be able to see what's going on upstairs and use that film to kind of critique and try to find mistakes and stuff and try to correct those that during the halftime. The halftime here are 30 minutes, so we got plenty of time
Yeah,
to look at what we did wrong and try to fix those things.
yeah,
Last year we didn't have that. But we got our middle school coaches. They take down every play. So they chart every play that we call on offense. They chart the
yeah,
play, which direction it was ran, okay, and how many yards we got. Okay.
yeah,
And so what I like to do during that time is I like to take out the plays that we are having success. Like so let's just give you an example. If I feel like I'm running counter to the right, I'm
yeah,
averaging maybe 5+ yards a carry, but then maybe going to the left or running power to the left is not necessarily doing that good. Okay, then
yeah,
I'll find different ways to use motion and try to get to more counter or more run to the right.
yeah,
Okay, so then I'm able to kind of take numbers, break it down from that standpoint, and then say, okay, these are the plays that I need to be running in the second half or hanging my hat on, so that we can get those things to continue to work. And so, yeah, there are a
yeah,
lot of adjustments that me and the other coaches make. My offensive line coach, Coach Colbert, does a great job of doing those adjustments. He's in the booth right now, and so he can
yeah,
see exactly what's going on up there, and we can make the adjustments on the fly.
yeah,
Uh, Coach Collier is another one who does a phenomenal job of making sure that from a running standpoint, they're doing what they're supposed to do. So
yeah,
every coach has a role, and when we come together at halftime, we're all communicating and making sure that we're doing that role at a high level. The same with the defense,
yeah,
right? They're getting beat. Somebody's not coming up and making a play where they're
yeah,
supposed to. Well, we talked to Coach Lewis. We have a chance to see it on film now at halftime, and then
yeah,
either we make a change at that position, or it's a situation where that guy maybe is just busting on an assignment, and we need
yeah,
to make sure we go over it with him so that he knows exactly what to do coming back out in the second half, right?
yeah,
And all of that, ends up being a situation where you think, man, what did he say? It's not necessarily anything that I say. I'm not necessarily a big rah rah guy.
yeah,
I don't believe in saying a speech every game try to motivate guys. The
Yeah.
motivation and the success in the second half comes from making adjustments and the guys locking in mentally and just doing their assignments and doing what the coach.
Yeah. All right.
That's right. And I'll just say this on what you just said. I was telling Rob about this. I was like, Coach Woods, he just seems so cool, calm, and collected on the sidelines, you know. But I
Yeah.
know he's locked in. I know he's locked in. Just cool, calm, and collected. Which I
Yeah.
love how you said that the motivation should be with the adjustments. And I've always believed in players
Yeah.
having play with pride. If you know, just like defense, if you know they running the ball down your throat, man, you got to just stand up and be like, "Nah, we can't. That happened the first half. We ain't gonna take this in the second half.
Yeah.
So we got a ball game to win." But let me throw this. I know y'all. I know y'all fresh off a win versus the Yellow Jackets, so I know
Jacket.
this is fresh. But anything you know about your next opponent, Centennial? Anything you could tell us? What do they do well? Maybe. What would be?
A couple of receivers that can really run. They got a big running back. I had a chance to watch them quite a bit today. They got a big running back that's pretty physical. They beat Cleveland by 10, and they had Midlothian on the ropes. I think they were winning 21-9 or somewhere around that number at
Yeah.
one point yesterday against Midlothian, and Midlothian was able to come back and win. They got some talent over there. They play a defense that's similar to what Legacy does on the back end. And they're probably going to be hungry. They know how important this game is. For
Yeah.
us, it's extremely important because a win right here this week clinches a spot in the playoffs, which is the
Yeah.
bare minimum goal for us
Yeah.
as a program. And so we want to win this game home and clinch that spot at the playoffs, and start thinking about a third and a second seed in the next two games.
Yeah. Agreed.
Absolutely. Absolutely. I will say this, but I'll pass it back off to Rob. Yeah, and I always believe the same. You know, if you handle your business early in district, you might have that tougher team or two down the pike, and you don't want it to come down to that. You don't want to come down to, well, we got to play Red Oak, or we got to beat them, or kind of
Yeah.
like last year when you got
Lufkin game.
Longview and Forney down the pike. You just it's better just going to handle your business and then
Let
get a
them know.
high seed from there. So
Yeah.
And Highland Park is a top five team.
Yeah.
We probably caught a little flack for losing that game, but the reality of it is,
Yeah.
I do believe that we got a chance to be a championship level team. I've told the guys
Yeah.
that. But we got a lot of young guys that are making a lot of mistakes right now. And we got to do a
Yeah.
better job as a coaching staff to make sure they're locked in and know exactly who to block and make plays when we get a chance. And Highland Park is already doing that. That's why they rank top five.
Yeah.
absolutely,
But that doesn't mean just because we dropped the game early that by the time we get to the playoffs, that we're not better as a team.
Yeah.
And that's kind of got to be the goal. You want to win every game, of course you do. You don't want to lose any of them, but it's thinking about the teams that we got beat by. Those teams are rolling,
Yeah.
and we've got to match that level of play. Lufkin is absolutely beating everybody right now, and they're extremely talented. Highland Park is always going to win. They won 12 games last year and 6-2. What you think they're going to do? What you think they're
Yeah.
going to do in 5-1? Like, it's not going to. They move down the class. You think they're going to take a drop? No, they got quarterbacks, man. They got everything that they possibly need. The coaching staff does a great job over there. So let's not kid ourselves. We got to be hitting on all cylinders to play teams of that caliber, whether they're extremely talented, extremely well coached, or both. And
Yeah.
so it just takes time for us. We're not there yet. But again, we win Friday, we in, and we get
Good.
another week to play and get better. And who knows what kind of team we're going to be when we get to playoffs.
Yeah, this is like the 2018 team. They didn't believe that team, and they ended up losing to Highland Park, but they should have won. And we all know this story. But
we're still kind of ticked off
yeah,
about it, but it's
yeah,
okay.
so, yeah. But yeah, we got that's pretty much we let you go. But we finna on one more thing. Since are you a Cowboys fan or NFL fan? So I guess you straight to 40. When you become a fan of the team, or you like a well Oklahoma? Was it?
You Side of when I'm kind of studying, I'm a when I watch football more so after the season. I know it sounds weird. Look, I have the all NFL and all access college package, and there's a
Yeah,
couple of coordinators that I like to like. So I'll kind of get in my mode of watching guys and seeing how
yeah,
they use different sets and formations and personnels to be able to try and win
yeah,
at those higher levels.
yeah,
And then I try to figure out a way to take that, okay, and implement that into my team. And so during the
yeah,
season, I don't really have a lot of time to watch football because I'm watching my team and trying to critique and trying to get those guys to be better.
Yeah.
But when the season's over and I got some downtime, it's Christmas time. What I like to do is I go back and I have those games saved. It's not TiVo anymore. You just get it saved to with the cable package that you get. You guys
Yeah.
probably know kind of how that goes, but
Yeah.
I can go back and I can go and I can watch teams. Like last year, I'm a big Mike Yurcich fan. He used to be the OC over at Oklahoma State back in the late 2010s, and he was at Penn State last year. And so Penn State was pretty good. He ended up getting fired from that job after the season, which was kind of crazy to me. But they
Yeah.
only lost 2 games that year. I really like what they do in the RPO game. I really like when how they're going fast and how they use different personnels. And so
Yeah.
I'll go back. I'll watch the Cowboys and Dak Prescott. I'll watch those guys and kind of see what they're doing offensively and try to learn what I can. Like
Yeah.
I kind of look at it as a learning tool, not necessarily as a fan anymore.
Yeah.
Uh, it's I still enjoy football, but because it's kind of my profession, I look at the games differently than probably the normal guy who just wants to wear his cowboy shirt and just wants to enjoy the game and eat hot wings. So I'm
Yeah.
probably a little bit
Yeah.
want to enjoy the game, and I probably annoy the hell out of them. So
Yeah. Well, hey, yeah, we'll let you go for that. Hey, before we get man, if you ever need somebody, I'll be like Ocho say on. If ever need somebody to come out there and ride up your receivers and run routes with them, 'cause I used to be a receiver back in high school. I come out there, put my cleats on. but but yeah, we go listen, Coach Wood. We let you go, but yeah, we're looking for that next week win and everything. And whenever you want to get back on the show, we get it. 'Cause we gonna have Reggie, we need all kind. We want everybody. So whenever you want to come back talk show, maybe at the end of the season, we'll get you back on through.
for having me. You guys take care.
Yeah,
You too. Good luck with everything, man.
yeah. Man, that was Coach Woods. We finally got that interview in.
I know we can talk till the cows come home. I love look. I'll say this. I would have said this to him. We only got so much time, but
Yeah,
I always say stay a student. And I'm
yeah,
sure there's a lot of coaches out there that's probably staying locked in, but he's obviously staying locked in. I love it. Hey, he's
yeah,
focusing on his team. You
yeah,
don't get locked, get distracted.
yeah,
You're a coach, but you always want to
yeah.
learn more. It
That's
doesn't
good. Like
matter.
it's a weekend. He's watching film and watching those. So that's work.
Hey,
That's
hey,
dedication.
I say we're trying to go 1-0 again
Yeah,
against Burleson Centennial, and the preparation is really Monday through Thursday, but the
yeah.
preparation for the coaches it
Start
starts
then.
today. It
Yeah,
starts today, so that's what it is. And you heard it. Hey, we going for a playoff spot. We trying to get in the playoffs,
yeah.
because
Gotta win this game. I think they just win this game and just don't worry about because you lose then. Oh man, we can win the next one. Win the next one. Nah, I think
yeah,
you win this one and then go ahead and get it out the way. Just
yeah,
winning it.
just what it is. Because look, we're not accustomed to seeing Tyler High in the playoffs. We missed
Yeah,
the playoffs last year. Didn't handle business, and
yeah,
had some tough teams. You heard him talk about
yeah,
Fordham. I was at that game, and
yeah,
there's a
yeah.
reason why it took a lead to knock them off. So
The Longview Beach 20.
yeah, Longview, man, Longview. Hey, I'll go on and give a shout out. That guy, that
Boosie.
Boosie, some broadcast I ain't gonna shout out. They call him Bougie. Bougie
Bougie.
Washington. It's Boosie. Look,
Bougie.
we saw it last year when we saw him in person. They'll throw it to him. They even handed it. Hey, they'll do a sweep. They'll send him in motion. He take the direct snap. He just took it to the house
Man.
last night against Florida. The guy's electric, and it's
Yeah,
good that he's getting with Taylor Tatum gone, even though he shined last year, you saw it.
yeah,
But with Taylor Tatum gone, the team he's clearly the most most games he's gonna be the most electric person on the field.
yeah.
That's just what it is. Whoever they play, he's gonna 9 times 10 be the most electric player
Play
on the
on the
field.
field.
And I said to myself last night, and it's just shout out. So whoever his people is, tell me I get a shout out. I know people in Longview. I just appreciate like that's just like why I wanted to be at the Kilgo Chapel Hill game. I just man, since I've been a kid, I just appreciate great athletes. Now
Yeah,
my team is going against yours. I want to beat y'all, but
yeah.
I appreciate. the talent, man, and that shit. I'm
Appreciate
not
it.
no hater, so
Yeah, yeah. Hey,
and that go for anybody doing something. You know what I'm saying?
but,
So
but we watch this college game. Pretty much called Alabama almost lost again. I think this is pretty much predictions for the playoffs. How many SEC teams you think get in?
well, obviously
Let's
the
see.
Horns will get in.
Yeah,
The Horns, who you got? You got Horns. You got now
Georgia.
Alabama.
If the Alabama
It's
loses
12.
one
Well,
more,
it's 12 teams, right?
yeah,
So they'll probably get in. We don't know what they're gonna do
yeah.
against Tennessee, right? So
You put a two-loss Alabama team. If they let's say they lose to Tennessee, 'cause they might lose another game to somebody because they lost to Vanderbilt. And they looking vulnerable to lose again.
top of my head, because obviously what's gonna happen with Ole Miss and LSU. They're finna play
Oh yeah, that's a good thing, man.
in Death Valley.
Yeah,
Ole Miss, they wasn't it last week they got upset, but
yeah.
so you got to see, man. That's what I'm talking about. When the games are so close together,
Mm.
you
Oh,
see
Oregon.
Alabama, they pulled it out, even though it was they pulled it out. Jalen Milrow had 2 picks, but you know,
Yeah,
and it's always that team. I got to look at that team that we sleep on that's got 0 losses, right? Towards
yeah,
the end, they got 0 losses. Then you got Alabama. What if Alabama have 2 losses?
yeah.
They'll still in a 14 playoff.
That's the
You'll put Alabama in over a Utah,
yeah,
right?
yeah.
And Utah's always good. There's a reason why Willingham, he's been there so long, and
Willingham,
they got
Willingham,
athletes.
and that Ty Willingham. His name.
I think it's Kyle. I
I
think
thought
it's
I
Kyle.
about that. I think about that black dude used to
Yeah,
coach
yeah,
at
yeah, yeah,
Washington.
yeah, yeah. And so of course, I know you said SEC, but okay, you got the team that's really gonna be the Ohio State, Oregon,
They play
Texas.
today. They play
Yeah,
tonight.
so one of them,
Yeah,
somebody's gonna lose, and
yeah,
but I believe both of them will be there when it's all said and done.
yeah. I think they.
And then you got you Tennessee, that SEC.
Colorado could win this game and get a
Yeah,
driver's seat to the get a spot.
see Kentucky or Georgia. I think they'll be.
Yeah,
Uh, we don't know what's gonna happen next week.
I think that team Liberty or something. They've been no Army. Army. I heard they've been
Oh yeah,
undefeated.
yeah. I've seen some Army highlights.
They on the roll right
But
now.
this is my thing, because I gotta really look at this thing. With it being 12 teams, because they want to put more teams in, are you still
Yeah,
gonna disrespect
an
the
Army team like
undefeated
that.
teams, right?
Yeah, that's
That's
the
what I
thing.
wanted. That was my biggest thing when it went to 12
If
teams.
Army goes undefeated, I think you got to put them in.
Oh well, what if James Madison on the team? We don't want to see
Yeah,
no. It's all about who you
yeah.
want to see.
I think they undefeated still too.
Yeah, they got one loss, but
Yeah,
my thing is this: I don't know how the committee is thinking. What if this is my theory, Rob. You gotta listen
yeah,
real. I'm gonna shoot to it real quick. If it's 12 teams,
yeah,
will they be like, well, we'll just put James Madison in, and they'll just lose first round anyway, so they'll just get
yeah.
knocked out.
And if they come and they
But
start and actually win, and then
yeah, what
oh,
if they win 2 or 3 straight? Then well, they earned it, right? You can't say
yeah,
that. You can't. You can only get. It's just like an NBA Finals. Just like
yeah,
Stephen A. say, I want to go there. I want to be the Lakers in Miami. I don't want to be no damn Milwaukee and Indiana because you don't.
yeah,
Well, they can't be obviously in the same because they both Eastern
yeah,
Conference. But I'm saying, what if it's Milwaukee and Sacramento? It's two teams.
yeah. You
It's
don't want to
two
see the
cities. I don't really care about being there in the summer.
Sacramento.
It's all about what attracts.
Yeah,
But we trying to watch two good teams.
good
So if
team.
James Madison runs off 2 or 3 straight in the college football playoff, then they have to play Ohio State or Texas. It is what it is. They earn their spot. It's just like March Madness. Hey, if like what's the name went? Was it North? Who was it? Wichita State. They was a Cinderella like a few years ago, and they lost. But I think they made it to the Final Four. Or
Yeah,
I think they made it out of the Elite Eight. But this is my thing since we've been kids. Why is nobody tripping on the Cinderella story in college basketball?
yeah.
Oh, damn, we gotta pay attention because this team we want to see it. But in college football,
Yeah, see.
but they go back to damn, we gotta make it 12 teams. Cause look, we knew TCU didn't belong there because they got ran off the field in the national championship by Georgia.
Ran off.
Georgia got top 2, 3 recruiting class. Georgia is solid on both sides. Georgia sent
Yeah.
umpteen people to the NFL
Yep.
against a TCU. So it is what it is. It
Like,
was just a big mismatch.
yeah, Florida could have made it last year, and they might have. I
Yeah,
don't know. They probably would have played their starter because they didn't play their starters in the bowl game. Maybe they would have did something. They lost the quarterback, but maybe they would have won a game or two if they were the 12 team. They would have put them in instead of.
yeah.
But I think it was good enough. I think they did it. They did it because they probably were gonna get blown out or
See,
something.
here's the thing. We might see how this 12 team playoff go, and then whoever gets in on the back end, like let's just say the seeds 10 through 12 or 8 through 12.
Yeah,
Nah, I think we'll go to 8 teams or 4 teams because
yeah,
we're
or
putting in these teams
16.
that can't
Yeah,
they can't measure up to Tennessee or
yeah,
Georgia because they're getting ramrodded,
yeah.
but it's still a playoff.
Hey,
I
big games
mean,
next week.
because everybody don't get to play everybody.
Yeah,
Why is James Madison 12-0? Because they didn't play
all
who
the people.
Alabama had to play, Georgia, because
Yeah,
these teams got 1 and 2 losses and they got to beat up on each other. Tennessee, Ole Miss, LSU,
yeah,
Texas got a Texas is not gonna overlook Vanderbilt who just beat Alabama, but
yeah,
Alabama ain't the same Alabama. But we're not gonna play down. We
yeah,
Texas is I don't look I don't look for them to go to Nashville and play down to the competition.
yeah.
Vanderbilt will not be taking another damn. Even though I wish I was in Nashville, I would have
Okay.
loved it because I've not
Yeah,
been an
been classic.
Alabama person, so I love that for Vanderbilt.
Yeah, that
Shout
was
out to
good.
Skip Bayless.
Yeah,
Shout out to
Skip.
Nashville. The day she fly. Uh,
Yeah,
but
yeah.
so hell, I would love for us to be at the game in Nashville
Oh
come
yeah.
late on. You know what I'm saying?
Ooh,
I think towards the end of this month. But
got Georgia next week. Ooh.
hey, Georgia next week, you ain't got no choice but to be locked in. Nighttime game in Austin is gonna be right.
Oh yeah.
And so, but my point is that's why it's gonna be interesting about this college football playoff. And I
Yeah.
believe, hey,
Oh.
it's just like I said, it won't be no talk. Why didn't our team? Man, our team didn't get in. We would have beat. Okay, here's your chance.
Yeah.
It,
Man.
so it is what it is.
But speaking of Texas people,
I think Tulane was
uh,
recently.
Tulane,
So
I got the
I wasn't it
uniform.
last. Can't, but just not recently. They was
Yeah.
ranked. So you know.
Hey, you sent me the thing about what's the name? Like Xavier Worthy's mama. Since he's a fit, I've seen the pictures. Ooh,
Can I?
I added her on Snap I
I
followed
don't
on
know her. Hey,
Twitter.
see, because they make it more publicized. You scroll up and
Yeah,
down your Facebook or Twitter or whatever, you see
man.
her. And let me say this: it had to be his sister. I saw the lady,
Yeah,
the young lady sitting next to her. I was like, man, that got to be his sister.
I didn't see her. I
She
would
looked
see
just like it. Hopefully,
she
she's over age. She's of age. I'm just saying, she
the
pretty too.
mama looked so good. I didn't see nobody but the mama.
Mom, I'm just making a. I ain't heard nobody make, but
Speaking
yeah.
about that Xavier was mama, then let's say okay the mama there was somebody else that I was finna just say. Um damn, I just lost my track. I had a good one. There was Xavier was mama, there was somebody else's mama that was fine. No, well we all about then well the Chiefs mama, remember she Rice mama was stealing packages and stuff out there. But yeah, but Xavier was mama. I followed her. I even sent her a message on the thing. I know she probably want to look at it.
Probably flooded.
Yeah. Hey, cause she probably stay in Texas somewhere. He went to Texas. He went to she might stay in Houston or something. I don't know. But I look at the pill like,
You mean my
I don't know.
the family? Now I don't know where Xavier Word is from.
Is she single? Does she need a stepdaddy? Like, I don't know. If she seem like she might be single. I don't see her with a dude, so she always with a son. So I think she might be single. Mm. And your dudes was want to come like, do he need a stepdaddy? Do he need yeah, Jay Weather's mama. I will fly. Oh, speaking of fly, they was talking about it on it was Cam Newton show. Some of the basketball players were saying the women basketball players like, uh, yeah, I fly a guy out sometime and make camera like said, I wouldn't do it right now, but if I was regular, yeah, yeah, fly me out. The dude Peggy was like, yeah, yeah, fly, do it too. I'm saying like Angel Reese want to fly me out, I'm gone.
She moved around. She got
What? Yeah, you see at the wilding out with them shorts on stage. Angel Reese. Hey, I be in Angel Reese inbox. Like, I know she ain't gonna never see it.
put them.
I'm like, Bubba Dub, boy, Bubba Dub, he level too. I'm like, hey, one chance. Hey, Angel Reese, hit me up, Angel Reese. I know you gonna see this. Or you might see this. I'm gonna send it to you. I might you it might be a chance because if I send it to you and you be like, what the hell is this? What's turning out a lot of podcasts? And I put your name in there. It's like, let's just see. I click on it. These guys talking about me. Okay. Angel Reese. Oh, that's I see another fan. What's another? Her name was damn, what's that girl name? Oh boy, I forgot this girl name. I think she played for
Some of them in college, yeah, they just
the girl from North Carolina. I don't know her father
yeah.
name. She might be the baddest one ever.
Can you imagine if volleyball was more? Can you know be some volleyball?
So them volleyball, they be. I seen a white one the other day on the them short.
Volleyball,
Whoever said the dress
volleyball
code,
is
uh,
a Lord.
whoever told them the dress code was tights and halter tops. I think you were the greatest person ever.
You're the greatest inventor.
I'll go to a volleyball game right now. This to be good. I want to go. What do Texas College got a football
Oh
team?
yeah, Texas College, UT Tyler,
Let's go to a volleyball game, a home volleyball game,
See,
a Texas College volleyball game for the women.
I'm scared. Look,
Yeah. We need to be in one of them
might
things. Hey, speaking of Texas College, they got a homecoming today. Oh yeah, Wiley. Now Wiley,
we don't want to. We don't.
Wiley got some. Oh yeah, I used to I used to drive through Wiley when I was living out there. I see an altar. I saw the loud, nice one. It's an older looking school, but yeah, Marshall. Marshall got a little bit. I just couldn't stay there, but I'll go there and see you. I'll visit there. I go visit and see you. Take that late. I love taking a little late night trip, going down 80 by 12, 1 in the morning to go see somebody. See, I take that little trip. But I guess it's for to get ready for these NFL picks. Yeah. Oh, let me see. Well, wrestling though, I did want to say with SmackDown. Roman Reigns was talking about Jey Uso and stuff. Well, Jimmy was talking about bringing Jey Uso back, and he kind of said it, but not say it like Jimmy was like, "Man, we need help," and everybody started talking about yeet, 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 yeet. Then Roman was like, "No yeet," and then Jimmy was like, "Man, we need help." Then they got beat up by the Bloodline, and they was in the ring, and Jimmy was like,
who the next?
"Yeah."
Solo the next
Next one-
Taga's brother.
Oh yeah, big tall one, I think. Yeah. But he was saying that then he was on the ring. They was in the ring out getting hurt. Right there, they got beat up, and Jimmy like, man, I told you we need help. And then so they're gonna bring Jimmy in some kind of way. I mean, they're gonna bring Jey Uso in some kind of way for Survivor Series. We all know it's Survivor Series, but they said that The Rock ain't. Was it? Was it Survivor? The Rock wasn't advertised for Survivor Series, something like that. So we don't know if this is gonna last the WrestleMania. This him and Cody thing, or this Roman and Rock thing.
If we talking about Rock and Cody, I feel like I
Yeah.
was thinking about it.
Maybe Rock and Wade can't also.
Ain't gonna it ain't gonna be a title situation. It's gonna be like a one on one.
I think it's Royal Rumble.
Gonna be champ no more.
Yeah. It's said about Royal Rumble.
Because it ain't even about the titles with them.
Yeah.
It's about you don't like him and they got
Let's say the Royal Rumble. I think Cody will lose the title or not be the champion by Royal Rumble. So they can have that match at Royal Rumble, set up WrestleMania. Who knows? Yeah.
Then you make it the Rock going to get. I feel like it was more about the title run when he came back to CM Punk. Okay, I'm gonna knock you off, and now I ain't saying the Rock don't want another title run. I'm not saying
he
that.
could.
I don't believe
Cena might, cause they talking about Cena might get one because it's long run. He got that last year.
that makes more sense to me, even though
CM Punk
his retirement. But
yeah, this year is his year retirement year starts this year. Well, next year.
Cena going for the title at Royal Rumble. Okay.
You see CM Punk comes back. He took a little thing. Somebody might not see. Yeah.
Focus is Royal Rumble now.
Yeah,
He's gonna take some time off.
that'll be. Then he
That's
gets
what
his
I
he gets his thing to headline WrestleMania. Let him be number 30, just so there's no clue that he can't get hurt. Just let him be number 30 and do the win and win it. That's the thing that he got to do. Just let him be number 30 so he can't stay in there long. Cause he did it to Cody, so you can't say, well, he could no, y'all did it to Cody. Y'all gave him Cody 30 and let him win it. So let him be number 30, come back. Hell, let Drew McIntyre come in number 29. I'll get yeah.
I wouldn't say this. I think they want to make it to where well, CM Punk and Seth Rollins have to face each other somehow. We don't.
Oh
So
yeah,
I
CM
don't.
Punk.
I don't know what if Cena. Now if Seth Rollins becomes champion somehow,
Yeah.
then it's interesting because
Don't
by the Royal Rumble. Then it's interesting because CM Punk might win the Rumble. Then next thing you
yeah.
know, on the road to WrestleMania,
I don't know how
Punk
do
and
you
Rollins for the title.
but I wonder how you get the belt out of Gunther without him having like they might want to have him like one of them historic runs. Like maybe like a year, not like
Yeah,
Roman. But he went cause this title had a long run besides Seth, so they may be longer than Seth, maybe a year and a half.
but we gotta see what would be
Or you can take the title. We'll go get Cody's title.
what would make WrestleMania better? What would be the some
Yeah.
kind of rivalry unless you bring some kind of legend back?
Well, you can do though, let if he lose it, let him go back and get the word, get the damn title. Oh, that's a good.
Yeah,
Let
get the
him go
damn
back and get the title. Let him go back and get the Intercontinental title from Jay or whoever gets it at the time. Braun Breaker might. There's a chance I think Braun Breaker could get the title back on. They got a championship match on Raw. That might be where the Bloodline come in and beat up Jay Uso and bring him into the SummerSlam on there. But yeah, it's interesting.
he
Yeah,
lost the title on Raw. He gained it back
yeah.
on.
And then pretty much Rock and Roman is still gonna be a match. I think we all thought
Yeah,
last year like, damn, they messed it up. They making it like I thought it's not gonna be as exciting because not for a title, but now I want to still see it even without a title. I still want to see it. He saw. We all know you heard. And when he's on Twitter, he cut a program. He cut a little promo in the background while he's walking backstage, while he was live. He's like, yeah, you see that bullshit in the ring? And it's like, I'm still the final boss and all this. Yeah, so he didn't like what he saw in the ring with Roman and
Something.
yeah,
I think they just want to make it happen because there ain't no hatred behind the scenes. They just want to
yeah,
make it happen just for wrestling. So
yeah. But we go ahead and get the picky D's. Because then this time we're gonna do the Thursday game with it too, just because we never do those. I'm gonna add that in with it. But we got the 49. No, it's like see 49 last year. Yesterday was 49 Seahawks.
that was this past
Yeah,
Thursday.
so the next Thursday game I'm gonna put that one on. All right, so the Jaguars and the Bears. I'm going with the Bears. I think the Jaguars gonna go back to losing.
Yeah, I go with the.
Yeah. All right, Buccaneers and Saints. They got a rookie starting. I'm going with the Buccaneers all the way.
Told
Mm,
Tabo's defense dial it
Yeah.
up on Spencer Rattler.
Yeah. The game of the week right here, Commanders and Ravens. I'm still sticking with the Ravens though.
I think Smash Mouth team bring it to Commanders. They get challenged. I'm going Ravens.
Yeah. Okay, here's a nice one there though, because you never know how this is gonna go. Cardinals and the Packers. A good one. I told y'all. I know I picked the Cardinals to lose, but y'all see what happened. He told the peace out to him, and he went off. I'm going Cardinals. I'm riding with the bandwagon. I'm back with the Cardinals.
Packers are what y'all say. Y'all putting the power. I see all these power rankings for the Packers. I ain't seen it like that yet. Like towards the end of the season, I'm taking Packers at home though. Y'all should handle business.
Okay, Colts and Titans. Titans got like the weirdest, dumbest quarterback ever. I think the Colts could take this win.
I'm going Colts. If it's Joe Flacco, hell, he'll make
Uh,
another Colts.
this one here though, Patriots and Texans. You know they shorting Drake May. That's not a good sign. I'm taking Texans.
Drake made
Sh-
Drake, obviously
Great.
Drake. Texans.
So Eagles and the Browns. Now, last time I picked the Eagles, they lost. I'm not an Eagles fan, but they're on the Browns with this one.
They gonna try to special look.
Yeah, that's
The
upset.
Eagles. Y'all are off a bye against a reeling team. Y'all should handle business. Eagles.
Yeah. Okay, here's a different incident. Chargers and the Broncos. I think Herbert is going to be playing. You might have been hurt. Broncos got to win. They playing. I'm going to go Chargers because Harbaugh might know how to beat them. He's coaching.
Yeah, yeah. I do. Every time I pick this the Broncos, see like they win, they got a good defense on both sides. But you know what? I'm going Chargers too. I don't know. It's the last time I pick. They
Yeah.
don't win. I might not pick y'all no more. I don't know.
Yeah. Steelers and the Raiders. Russell Wilson's gonna be second string here. He be active, so he could come in and play. It's the Raiders though. Steelers got to see if they real for not. I'm gonna take Steelers. Yeah.
Defense gonna keep it close and they'll prevail.
Okay, Falcons and the Panthers. Cam Newton's two teams here. He from Atlanta with the play, but he picked the Panthers. Just because I just I pick the Panthers too. I want the Panthers.
Said on this one, not this one.
Uh,
Falcons.
uh,
Too many playmakers.
Interesting right here. Cowboys and Lions. I think I know it. I picked the Cowboys to lose this in early in the year. I'm looking. They did beat the Steelers, but I think good guys. But I don't want to be. I'm gonna take the Lions again.
You know what?
Okay.
I think D Law is out again. Michael Parsons out.
Yeah.
It's always something crazy happening in this game, but I'm gonna go with Detroit, man, just because it just Detroit on this one.
And probably the worst Sunday night game ever. Ty Smith dude on Pat McAfee was like, he's like, it's some bullshit they got this. They could have switched it. The Bengals and the Giants. Just because it's the Bengals and they probably better, I'm gonna take the Bengals.
Player like I don't even want to say it, but it's Joe Burrow, Jamar Chase. They gonna bring it home. They gonna outscore the Giants, Bengals.
And then the last one Monday night, Bills and the Jets. We're gonna have to see it. Can Aaron Rodgers get it done now? He got his new coordinator where he didn't get it, but they fired the coach. Aaron fired the coach. That's what I think. But they did have a conversation before the day before he got fired. Even though he said on Pat McAfee that he didn't talk about him and Woody didn't talk about it. You know Aaron Rodgers. I'm gonna go with the Jets. Show me something, Aaron Rodgers. Woo. Yeah.
You know what? Bills have been reeling last couple games or whatever, or something like that.
Sure.
Man, look, you gotta go with the Jets because of that defense. I don't think. Look, Sauce guard. They ain't got no clear number one receiver over there in the Bills. They Jets get fired up for this new this coaching change. I think the Jets they'll pull it out. Close game though.
We should see. Hopefully they win. Yeah, I think they should. And then we're going to do it Thursday, right back with the Broncos and the Saints. Let me see, is it a home or not? I don't even know. The Broncos and the Saints, and they are. I think it's in Saint. Yeah, it's in New Orleans. I'm gonna go Saints with this one.
It's probably gonna be loud in there, both Knicks, but I would say this: if Derek Carr is not playing, it's a short week.
Yeah,
I'm going with Broncos because that defense is good to great for the Broncos, and I believe that'll keep the game close and they'll handle business. Sean Payton, this is against Sean Payton's foreign team, so he'll be telling how crazy that Superdome get in a night game.
Yeah.
Thursday night games are crazy, so
that should be a good one.
So hey, Broncos.
And that's the picks. That's the guy. That's the show. Got the Coach Woods came on. We're gonna get some more guests, and we're gonna start having people like inside the studio when we go to get the little location thing going on.
Surprise! Yeah, like surprise.
Like I said, I want Gabby to be the first one, but we'll see.
This is number one.
Speaking of women, the Glorilla album, pretty jam. I didn't got through most of it. It's pretty nice.
Yeah. It's a ride way with to it.
Oh, yeah, I heard was the Joe said, man, he make music. He said it sound like funeral music. He said like damn funeral. I never listened to Rodway like that. I heard Biggest now. He told me how Biggest the plug. He got a commercial with him, by the way. Yeah. I was just listening to that. I like that now. Biggest the plug. Shout out to him. Hey, Pat McAfee mentioned them on Pat McAfee show. They was on the plane listening to Biggest the plug. Hey.
Royal Rumble is in Indy. Hey?
Oh yeah.
I didn't. Pat McAfee's turf, right on his turf.
Oh yeah, he should be there then. He'll probably be there.
Another Rumble again? I don't know.
He'll probably at least be commentary like they did him last time. Yeah. Hey, he's surprised he did when they did. I think he said he didn't know what he was gonna do. They said just come walk out to the ring, and they said, "Oh, I'm commentating." Okay, so that's kind of cool. Like he don't like to know things. Yeah. So yeah, man, that's the show. Shout out to everybody that did it. Like I said, I'm finna get on back off, and then I'm finna turn it. You'll see nothing but the Madden background. But yeah, like, share, subscribe. Next week, you should be talking about JT making the playoffs. And we got some
Playoffs.
more people. Oh, yeah, when you talk about the other guests, we might have some player guests on here too. So,
Pride, y'all.
yeah.
Say, gotta say too much.
Yeah.
Don't say too much, but
Yeah.
not the other part of that song though.
Yeah,
Talking
yeah.
about some
Hey, yeah, get ready tonight. Whatever going on out there.
Don't worry about it. Just get an autograph with y'all.
I'm gonna watch this Colorado for a little bit, and then we're gonna see what's going on. So yeah, we out from Facebook, YouTube, Spotify.